Hello, agents. Welcome to the Ingress Insights podcast, hosted by PkmnTrainerJ. Ingress Insights aims to give you the latest news and updates about the Niantic Spatial game Ingress. Whether you're a veteran agent who has recursed 17 times or a brand new agent working to level 8, wondering what a fracker is, this is your place for the latest Ingress news and discussions. 2026 sees Ingress renewed under Niantic Spatial and many new campaigns to engage agents. So, plenty to discuss. Share any thoughts by checking our social media links. Now, over to Ada.
Additional intel available.
Hello, agents, and welcome to episode 151 of the Ingress Insights podcast. In this week's episode, we'll be looking at all the new Orion stuff that's been unveiled, like the Anomaly sites and the Global Op, as well as the Sakura Blossom Festival that's going on. It has been a little while since I last recorded, because the last two episodes we've had have been kind of backup episodes and going through those on there. So it's been about 2 weeks since I sat in front of a microphone, so it's good to be doing that again. With that being the case, I want to update you on my progress at the moment, going to level 16 again. So I'm currently on 13,769,803 AP out of the 16 million I need. So obviously 14 million isn't far off. I should be able to get that pretty soon, maybe by the end of April. And then working my way steadily to the 15 million, and then finally the last million of AP that I need on there, and then recurse and see what happens from that point. Now that I've updated you on that, I'll go straight into the Anomaly news, and for that, it's the Orion season now. We already got told what will be happening during the Orion Anomaly season, but the Ingress team did update on the 13th of April to say about the Orion Anomaly rules, and they gave us a quick TLDR saying here's what's new. Season points per anomaly component, number of shards and targets, number of shard jumps and intervals, and the flash shard scoring mechanism. So let's break it down a little bit on there. So the overview, obviously it contains a few components for each anomaly. So you've got Stealth Ops, which is generally on the Friday before the main anomaly from 5 p.m. to basically whenever it finishes. And then Urban Ops is the Saturday 9 a.m. local time to 1 p.m. local time. And those are both at the Cadre's decision for Go Rooks. They'll organise those. And those are worth 10 season points each. Then for the main event on Saturday, the Anomaly Zone, you've got the Battle Beacons have between 2 p.m. and 5 p.m. local time in the Anomaly Zone. Those are worth 100 points in total. And the Flash Shards happening at the same time as well in the Anomaly Zone, again worth 100 points on there. The Anomaly Campaign, which you'll get assigned if you're in the Anomaly Zone, is not worth any points this season. Previously, it was worth some points on there. It's still something you can do to get yourself more Orion points and get yourself closer on the badge. And then Anomaly Uniques this time are, again, during the Anomaly Zone, main Anomaly, and they're worth 80 season points. So with that, each Anomaly site is worth up to 300 season points. And obviously in the event of any cancellation, things like that, no season points get awarded, and it'll have no impact on the season results. The Anomaly Zone portals get chosen, and they're already ornamented for the ones we've got coming up. And if you're attending on site, you earn the Orion on site medal for completing 4 out of the 5 Anomaly bounties. So that's your main thing there for getting that completed. And it's a nice, shiny looking badge, which I've probably used as the main image for this podcast episode if you want to see it in more detail. The timings have changed a bit, I believe, for the battle beacons from last time. So it's a 3-hour battle beacon on there using rare battle beacons deployed by NIA. And it's for the waves, they go in half-hourly waves on there. So 2 p.m. to 2:30, 2:30 till 3, 3 till 3:30, 3:30 till 4, 4 till 4:30, and 4:30 till 5 p.m. And those are deployed by NIA Section 14. They do mention that for this anomaly series, a subset of anomaly zone portals will be activated as volatile portals that are high value targets worth 3 times that of non volatile ones. And you can see those marked clearly on the map. They've got a little symbol around them. If they're non volatile, they've just got a yellow symbol on them. And in your scanner, you'll see there's like a spider web kind of thing for a volatile portal, whereas the non volatile one is a like a target with some little points around it. So you can see the difference there. Then for the shards, again, they happen at the same time between 2 p.m. and 5 p.m. local time, and they're divided into 6 waves of shards and target deployments. This is a bit more complicated because they've on exact times on here. So starting at 2:02 p.m., 6 target balls for each faction will manifest at 30-minute intervals, and starting at 2:02 p.m., batches of 22 shards will manifest at 30-minute intervals. Starting at 2:10 p.m., all shards will begin traveling along eligible links approximately every 5 minutes. Each wave of shards may make up to 4 joints for demanifesting if possible based on link configuration. All shards from a wave will demanifest approximately 28 minutes after their first manifest, whether on target portal or not. Similarly, all target portals from a wave will demanifest approximately 28 minutes after their first manifest. That's a lot of time saying manifest. The final wave shards will manifest approximately 4:32 p.m. and the last shard movement will occur approximately 4:55 p.m. All shards and target portals will demanifest around 6 p.m. And they do list the points on there of how you get those, but I'm not going to go through those quite yet. I'm discussing a bit closer to the anomaly series and what everything is going on there. They do show examples of what shards look like. So if you've not seen one before, I can best describe it as it looks like there's a large triangular UFO floating above the portal. It's really great, and if there's more than one shard, and it'll have little attachments on it. And the target portals will be surrounded in a circle with like 3 triangles in the middle. It's green for enlightened target portal, blue for resistance target portal. As mentioned, there are the stealth ops and airbots going on. I can't really discuss more on what will be going on them because it's totally down to the cadre that's running the event and how the 10 season points will get allocated based on their which faction wins which one. So I can't really go into much more of that on there. It will depend entirely on the day. What's up to your cadre that's doing that. For the anomaly campaign, again, it's not worth any season points this time round, but that goes from 2 p.m. to 5:10 p.m. local time. Just so you've got 10 minutes to kind of finish it off when the main anomaly is done. It's got 5 bounties, can't restart it, and you need to complete at least 4 of those to get the Orion on-site medal. So deploying a resonate will get you 3,000 Orion tokens. Destroying 30 resonators will get you 500 Orion tokens. Destroying 60 resonators will get you 300 Orion tokens. And earning 30 anomaly unique hacks will get you 500 Orion tokens. And earning 60 anomaly unique hacks will get you 300 Orion tokens. And then if you complete the whole campaign, you'll get an additional 400 Orion tokens. It says that expire 5:10 p.m. local time, so you need to make sure you've done it by then. And then for the anomaly unique hacks, it means you've got to hack a portal as part of the anomaly zone between 2 p.m. and 5 p.m. Each portal will increment the anomaly unique hack count once, except when it's a recursive state. So this is a bit of a painful thing I covered last time. This doesn't obviously say whether it's recursive or not. So sometimes you may hack a portal and it'll be a recursive state, and that means it will count for either 10 or 50 increments, anywhere between those. It could be 12, 42, 11, anywhere between 10 and 50 increments of anomaly unique hacks. So only you can only receive that once a portal, but other agents are eligible to receive it from there as well. So if you hack a portal in the anomaly zone and you suddenly notice it's giving you 44 points for anomaly unique hacks, let the rest of your team know so they can also do that as well, increase theirs. As with all the anomaly events, there are some extra things going on. So there'll be a NL1331X portal, not the actual van itself, that's there all weekend. So you'll be able to hack that and add to your NL1331 meetups badge. Also on the Friday is the NIA TKO Stealth Ops and Urban Ops, as I mentioned. And the Sunday afterwards is a mission day for most of the ones on here. And then Operation Clearfield as well, where you're going around doing some more bits and then getting a tick on your Operation Clearfield badge. We do have a few anomalies coming up. We've got the first ones on the 16th of May in Sydney, New South Wales, Australia, and Prague in Czechia. Then the 30th of May in Kyoto City, Hiroshima Prefecture, Japan, and Jersey City, New Jersey, USA. And then the final ones are in June, in the 20th of June in Geneva, Switzerland, and again the 20th of June in Lima, Peru. So if you can attend Anomaly, do that to help out your faction. If you can't attend Anomaly, then you can do the next best thing to help out your faction, which is the Orion Global Op, which I'll go into next. On the 15th of April, the Ingress team announced details for the Orion Global Op. So that runs from the 24th of April to the 11th of May. And they say NIA researchers have detected complex resonance within the XM substrate, coinciding with the celestial alignment of the Orion constellation. This energy surge is placing immense pressure on the portal network's topological stability. To mitigate this volatility, a global operation has been authorized to recalibrate the network through high order linking and fielding. The Orion Global Op is a synchronized effort to reinforce the XM's network structural integrity. Agents tasked with establishing and neutralizing links and fields to generate Orion Global Op points. This telemetry will be processed via the scanner's dispatch interface to evaluate agent performance and faction influence. As I said, it runs from the 24th of April from 6 p.m. UTC and includes the 11th of May, 6 p.m. UTC. The scanner will credit Orion Global Op points based on the following operational metrics, so neutralization actions, including Machina or own faction destruction. So destroying any link, obviously including your own ones and the Machina ones, it'll get you 1 point. Destroying any field will get you 3 points. Obviously, if you can find a Machina field, you can blow that up. Then creation actions. The NIA prioritizes new connections and collaborative geometry. A unique link is any connection between two portals and agents not previously established during this event window. A unique field is any triangulation for which an agent not yet received maximum credit, 30 points. So creating a unique link will get you 2 Orion Global Op points. Creating a unique field with only 1 link owner, so if you're making the field yourself, you own all the portals, that's 4 points. Creating a unique field with 2 distinct link owners, so that's then 12 points to each link owner. And creating a unique field with 3 distinct link owners is 30 points to each link owner. The scanner will credit all participating link owners for a unique field at the moment of creation, regardless of their current connection status. Agents may earn up to 30 point maximum for any unique field if they contribute to a higher order collaboration later in the event. The campaign is divided in 2 stages within the dispatch interface. Stage 1 consists of 3 assignments. Completion of these assignments authorizes the Orion Global medal at bronze, silver, and gold tiers. Additionally, bounties within Stage 1 grant a total of 7,500 Orion tokens towards the Orion Season medal. So these assignments are pretty straightforward. So have 1,000 all-time Orion Global Op points gets you the Bronze Global Op tier and 2,000 Orion tokens. Having 2,500 all-time Orion Global Op points is the second one, and for that you get a silver medal and an initial 2,000 Orion tokens. And the final one, as you may have guessed, have 6,000 all-time Orion Global Op points. That gets you the gold Global Op medal for Orion and gets you an additional 3,500 Orion tokens. There's also Stage 2, which is available to agents who choose to restart the campaign after finishing Stage 1. It does not yield additional Orion tokens, but it says the NIA will provide high-level logistical rewards items to support continued stabilization efforts. 1,000 season points shall be distributed according to the total of Orion Global points accumulated by all members of each respective faction, and all proportional allocation will round to 1 decimal place. And as usual, they'll put the results up on their blog and say the details of what's going on in there. So plenty going on for the Orion Anomaly series. Say it's with us until the end of June, so we've got plenty going on there. All the anomaly sites, the global op, everything like that to be doing. And then in the meantime, we do have an ongoing event. You may have noticed your scanner looking a bit prettier, so I'll get into that next. Hopefully you've noticed changes in your scanner agents where there's cherry blossoms falling and a sakura tree when you try and tap onto the main profile bit on there. That's because we've got the Sakura Blossom Festival 2026 going on. And the Ingress team said, agents, we often perceive the world as a collection of static structures, buildings, monuments, and the very ground beneath our feet. But as agents of the scan, we know the truth. Reality is a fluid state, a constant stream of exotic matter in the state of perpetual flux. There's profound elegance in the realization nothing is meant to last. In the Japanese tradition of mono no aware, beauty is not found in the eternal but in the transient, the fleeting moment of a blossom's peak before it returns to the earth. Currently, the global XM network is mirroring this ancient wisdom. NIA research observed a rare phase shift in XM signatures worldwide. The raw energy that powers that pole is no longer manifesting its usual frequency. It has begun to take the form of luminous pink sakura petals. These XM crafted blossoms are now drifting through the air of your scanner, a visual testament to the volatile and ever changing nature of the energy we interact with daily. This is not a disruption, but a harmonization, a moment where the digital and natural reflect one another in a short lived, beautiful resonance. This period of high aesthetic volatility will manifest within a temporal window, beginning on 7th of April 2026 at 6 pm UTC, that's already started, and dissolving on the 30th of April 2026 at 6 pm UTC. During this time, the NIA has authorized a series of 6 specialized dispatch campaigns designed to help agents attune themselves to this manifestation. For those looking to ground themselves in the current bloom, the Sakura Blossom 2026 campaign is available to all agents at no cost in the dispatch interface. You get that one for absolutely free. Upon completion, this rewards the Sakura Blossom 2026 medal and 3,000 Orion tokens, ensuring your attunement to this event resonates with the ongoing seasonal frequency. For those seeking a deeper connection to this year's unique XM structure, two advanced campaigns, Sakura Branch 2026 and Sakura Tree 2026, can be accessed via the in-app store for 15,000 CMU each. So that's not too bad for getting 2 campaigns for 30,000 CMU. Furthermore, we recognise while the XM is transient, its echoes can be recalled. 3 newly commissioned Redux campaigns have been launched, allowing you to secure the classic designs from the 2021 collection. Through these new paths, the 2021 Sakura Blossom, Sakura Branch, and Sakura Tree medals can be pursued for 2,500 CMU. So, with the Redux campaign, if you've not done one before, if you don't own these medals already for when they were on offer in 2021, then you can get the medals by doing this campaign. If you do already have them, then you won't get another one of the medal. You'll get wings on the medal. So, like when you get double onyx on a usual one, you get the little wings on there if you've recast. You'll get the wings on there for your badge for the Sakura. The petals are already beginning to fall. The XM will eventually revert to its raw state, and this digital army will fade. We encourage you to step into the field immediately to witness the volatility and capture the impermanence of the bloom before the window closes. And this was accompanied by an app update as well, a few days, I believe, after it actually kicked off, just to note that it was basically happening and you can turn it off in the settings and go to seasonal events, I think it was. Yeah, seasonal effects, sorry, it is, that you go to in there and you can turn it off if you want to not have this on your screen. But I think it's good. And then the fix, I should say as well, the app update that was out a week ago also fixed an issue displaying simplified Chinese characters. So handy little thing on there. I think this has been quite a good little campaign. I've enjoyed the decoration. If you tap the button in the middle where you usually then go on to drone net dispatch things like that, you get a little Sakura tree at the top, which is very nice. I've done all the campaigns apart from the Sakura Blossom one. I'm on the last step of that. I've got to deploy 168 resonators, create 42 links, create 28 fields, or deploy 30 portal mods, just any 3 of those. And then I'll get an extra 1,000 Orion tokens, which will obviously help me towards the medal on there. I've not got the Redux campaigns. I can see here, I've completed all the ones of the 2021 Redux. So I could get that done if I wanted to. I still need to just complete some more glyph hack points to get the branch 2021 Redux. I need to do some fields and some MU for the tree 2021 Redux. So probably not going to get those. I like the badges, but I don't see the point in having the wings on them. But if you've not earned them before, they're probably worth getting and seeing. They're very nice little badges on there we got in 2021. That's about all I've got for general Ingress news, though. I'm just going to move in and have a bit of a discussion about Wayfarer Recon and then cover something from the Niantic Spatial blog. I guess, first of all, it probably needs to be clear that Recon is not yet reopened. So you can't submit portals, you can't review portals or anything like that at the moment. There are still things being reviewed by the Recon/Ingress team. So I've had a few photo approvals, a few description approvals. I don't think I've seen anyone get any portal approvals on there. So it seems like someone or some team is still going through and clearing a bit of the backlog. Who knows when we'll actually have OPR/Recon reopen again, or whether it will be some entirely new thing. Who knows? But I just wanted to lament a little bit because it seems like Wayfarer is getting a lot of improvements. So recently, it's had the Wayfarer map. When you log in, you can go on and look at and report, most importantly, any way spot anywhere around the world. So if you know there's a series of fakes, you can go and report those. It will get reviewed by the Wayfarer team. If there's been a bad import of the power spots and things don't exist there anymore, obviously you can report that as well. Explain details to the team on there about why it should be removed from the map. So that seems a very nice little thing. And you can also do web submissions, so you don't even need to open Pokemon Go to submit something. You can just go on the Wayfarer website, go on the web, and you can attach there up to 5 images. You don't need to choose categories. It's a much smoother process as well, and it feels like in Pokemon Go. So I don't know. It just feels like Recon/OPRs get left behind, and we can get the same basic thing we had before, whilst Wayfarer's getting all this shiny new stuff. I don't know what the solution is in the end. Whether Ingress just licenses Wayfarer and uses that and pays whatever scope they ask for the usage of Wayfarer, or whether they do want to develop their own system in getting that done. Whether they leave it all to bots where they won't have anything at all. I don't know. It's a bit of a mess. So I want to interject that there before kind of ending the podcast on a somber note, as I've done a few times when discussing Recon stuff. The only other thing to really discuss this week is Niantic Spatial announced they're launching VPS 2.0. So it's the visual positioning system. So rather than GPS, it's VPS. So when they're scanning things and seeing what all the bots can see, basically. So Spatial claim that GPS can fail in urban canyons or other GPS degraded areas and is accurate to 3 to 5 meters in good conditions, 50 plus meters in degrading environments, where they claim VPS is resilient to GPS degradation and approximately 15 centimeter accuracy in mapped areas, superior to GPS everywhere else. So this is what we're building up in Ingress when we're doing scans of places, and what people are building in Scaniverse when they're doing scans there. I won't read through the whole blog post, but Niantic did say that VPS 2.0 introduced 2 complementary modes that work together seamlessly. Existing 6 degrees of freedom precision with prior scanning, near centimeter level full position orientation in environments that have been pre-scanned and mapped. This is what our original VPS delivered, and VPS 2.0 makes it faster and easier to deploy through integration with Scaniverse and new self-service capture platform. The scope environment expand with the 60 OF precision is set to expand over the course of the years. We had new capture sources, expanded 3 DOF coverage without prior scanning, so reliable 3 degrees of freedom positioning at global scale, drawing visual context and multiple data sources correct for GPS drift and signal dropout without requiring site-specific scanning. This system draws on multiple real-world data sources, so the base map, traditional 2D and 3D geospatial sets, scans from mobile and aerial platforms, and device-level input, so your accelerometer, magnometer, and real-time video and LiDAR scanning when available. So they do discuss it quite a bit in the blog post on there and compare it against what they've got and what they think others have got. So if you're interested in VPS, maybe you're one of the people that use overclock quite a bit, then you probably want to look in and see what's going on there. It is classed under immersive entertainment in the blog post, which Ingress is part of at Niantic Spatial. So anything you see mentioning immersive entertainment, it may be linked to Ingress. So I'd always like to bring it up on there. That is really it for this week, though, folks. There's been quite a bit happened whilst I've been away with the Orion stuff, and it'd be nice to see the Sakura one. Obviously, the Farmgrass stuff ended. That was a lot of fun. We see a lot of effort put in for the Halloween event if they're doing this kind of stuff for the Sakura event. Obviously, we've got Pride coming up in June, so it'd be interesting to see if they do something a bit more flashy then, alongside the usual rainbow coloured XM. There will be sometime next month another backup episode for myself because I'll take some time off for when it's my birthday. So if you feel like sending me CMU, loadout cars, things like that, please do so. Hope you all have a great Sunday and happy hacking, agents. Thank you, agents, for listening to the latest episode of the Ingress Insights podcast. If you'd like to support the podcast, you can do that in a couple of ways. So the easiest way to support the podcast is via Patreon. So you can find it at patreon.com/Ingress Insights. And there's a free tier, a $1 a month tier, whatever that is in your local currency, and a $5 a month tier. You can check out what benefits those come with on the Patreon. One other thing you can do that's totally free that helps out a lot is rating the podcast on your podcast service of choice. So where you can leave a rating or leave comments, that always helps increase visibility. And then finally, you can follow us on various social media channels. We use most of them, but the best one to follow us on now is Blue Sky. So that's just ingressinsights.bsky.social. Search for Ingress Insights on Blue Sky, you'll find us on there. Finally, sharing the podcast with friends, family, other agents who want to listen and get updates, so it helps out and helps get interviews with various Ingress people or other game related people to then increase visibility more. So anything you can do from those is great. Thanks again for listening, agents. Have a great day.
Intel package transferred.